What if I told you that trying harder spiritually might actually be the reason you feel exhausted? What if the frustration, the guilt, the constant feeling of, "I'm not doing enough for God," was never what God wanted for you? Galatians 3 asks one powerful question. Did you receive the Spirit by works of the law or by believing what you heard? Paul is speaking strongly here, because the Galatians started with faith, but then they went back to trying to earn what God had already given. And many of us are doing the same thing today. Paul says something bold. After beginning by means of the Spirit, are you now trying to finish by means of the flesh? In other words, you started by faith. Why are you now trying to complete your salvation by effort? This is the trap. We receive salvation freely. We believe Jesus died for us. We accept grace. But then later we think, I must prove myself. I must earn God's approval. I must be perfect for God to love me. But Galatians 3 reminds us, Abraham was justified by faith, not performance, not law, not religious effort. Faith. The blessing came through promise, not through pressure. And here's the danger. When you try to earn what is already given, you stop living in joy. You start living in fear. Fear of failing. Fear of not praying enough. Fear of not being spiritual enough. But Christ redeemed us from the curse of the law. That means the pressure is broken. You don't obey God to be accepted. You obey because you are accepted. That changes everything. Maybe you've been feeling spiritually tired lately. Maybe you feel like you're never doing enough. Let Galatians 3 speak to you today. You receive the Spirit by faith. You walk by faith. You grow by faith. Not by trying to impress God. The Christian life is not about striving. It's about trusting, not about proving, but believing. So let me ask you, are you trying to earn what God already gave you, or are you resting in the promise? Today, choose faith over pressure, grace over guilt, trust over striving, because the same way you began is the same way you continue, by faith. Stop trying to finish by the flesh what God already started by the Spirit.